Good morning, everyone. And today we are going to talk about the important parts in Act 3, Scene 2. It is obviously a large scene, not the largest. Largest is Act 4, Scene 1. There are many important parts in the scene which are related to the previous part of this drama as well as the upcoming parts of this very drama. So in this video, we'll make assessment of those important parts. We'll go through those important parts and try to solve all those problems that we may have. So here in this video we'll have those text and explanation of those text. So go through this video, make note of all these things. In case of any doubt, do let me know in the comment section or via WhatsApp. So here you go, here you start the first revision of this entire scene. So here starts the chapter. So here goes the first one. Portia, I pray you, tarry, pause a day or two before you hazard. For in choosing Rome, I lose your company. Therefore, bear a while. There is something tells me, but it is not love. I would not lose you, and you know yourself. So here we are going to find different kind of Portia that we have seen in Act 1, Scene 2. In Act 1, Scene 2, the Portia we had, she was very confident. The way she was describing the suitors shows that the attitude and the standards she possesses. But here, with the appearance of Bassanio, she has got changed herself to a great deal. Further, she was saying that she was ready to change her mind, go against her father will. So this stanza, this paragraph is very, very vital one. Now here goes the second one. Portia, away then, I am locked in one of them. That means one of the casket. So here is the music that constitutes the soul of this Act 3, Scene 2. This is a musical one, melodious one. And she said that there will be two type of music. If Bassanio wins, then it will be a ceremonial one. There will be some fanfare, as if like a king is newly coronated, or like the morning of a marriage ceremony. And if Bassanio loses, the song is going to be a different one. It will be a sad one, just like the death of a swan. Further, she compared herself to Hesiod and compared Bassanio to Hercules, young Alcides. And the people standing there, her servant and other people, they are compared to the Trojan wives. Now, if you need the explanation of these things, you have to just go through those previous videos. All the explanations are provided. So swan like ending, howling Troy, these are very important parts here. Here comes the third one. Song, tell me where is fancy bred, or in heart or in the head, how begot, how nadis to reply. So the song that guided Bassanio to win the perfect casket, that means the leaden casket. As you see, it rhymes to lead, head, braid, head, lead. And further, it is said that if the love is generated in our eyes, it is short-term love. It will not continue for a long time. And what happens? After a certain time, it dies at the same place where it was born. That means in our eyes. Our eye forms the love and our eye spoils the love. Next, that opening the leaden casket, fear Portia's counterfeit, what demigod has come so near creation. So this is the description of Portia's picture, and what we have found here, Bassanio was melodramatic in describing the picture of Portia. First he compared the hair, first he compared Portia's eyes. That's saying that it seems like these are moving. The artist is a semi-god. Further, he was saying that the person has done the picture, has created the picture with great love and attention. And you can see what is said. He acted like a spider while drawing the hair. Further, the leaves are separated due to her beautiful and sweet breath. Further, at the end, he was ready to read the summary of his fortune. That means the scroll inside the casket. You that Choose not by view, chance as fear, and choose as true. Since this fortune falls to you, be content and seek no news. So this is the message delivered by Portia's father via the scroll. Bassanio is bold and wise enough to choose the correct one, so he should stop and marry Portia. This house, this servant, this same myself are yours. I give them with this ring. And when you part from, lose, or give away, let it presage, that means declare the ruin of your love, and be my vantage to exclaim on you. Portia handed over a ring to Bassanio, and if Bassanio loses it, gives it to anyone else, then there will be no more relationship between them. Portia will accuse Bassanio for losing that one. Now here goes the reply of Bassanio. These are all important passages. Turns to a world of nothing, say of joy. Parts from his finger, then parts life from his. That Bassanio is saying that if Bassanio, if he loses the ring, that means that is the end of his life. All can say Bassanio is dead. Okay. Gratian, I thank your lordship. You have got me one. My eyes, my lord, as look as sheep is your. You saw the mistress, I beheld the maid. I love for intermission. No more partners to me than you, my lord. That means Bassanio won the game of casket. At the same time, Gratiano got the chance to marry Portia. If you find the video fast, what you should do, you should reduce the speed of the video. It is available in YouTube. How to reduce? Play speed. You can reduce it. Next one. There is a cherry on stranger. Bid her welcome. Last two lines. We are the Jason. We have won the fleece. Bassanio and Gratiano, what they have done, they acted like Jason and won the hands of Portia and Nerissa. So they are the Jasons. Here the allusion is Jason is made, which is already explained. But here you have to remember that one, they are sponsored by Antonio. So they have won the fleece, the golden fleece, the gold. Here the gold, Portia and Nerissa. But that gold is actually lost by Antonio, since Antonio sponsored them to be in Belmont. Portia, there are some shrewd content in your same paper that steals the color from Bassanio's cheek. Some dear friend did, else nothing in the world could turn so much the constitution of any constant man. So the later, that till now Bassanio did not tell Portia what is inside. Portia understood very well what is the content of the letter because it changed the appearance of Bassanio. He was looking very sad and pale. So it seems someone very dear died, and the letter contains that news. So you can understand Portia is a real friend of Bassanio. Next. Not one, my lord. Beside it should appear, if he had the present money to discharge the Jew, he would not take it. Now, Shylock once said that if I can catch him upon the hip, I will feed him the ancient grudge I bear him. That means Shylock is not going to take the money. Instead, what he wants to take the revenge. He will feed Antonio the ancient fat. That means ancient anger he has inside him. Further, it is said that the Duke himself and the magnificos of great ports have all pursued with him, but none can drive him from envious plea of forfeiture of justice and his bond. Now he will raise question about the authentic jurisdiction of Venice, about secularism, liberty, and other aspect of Venice, and that will totally spoil the name of Venice. Who will raise the question? Shylock, the Jew. So the Duke needs to give him the judgment, justice. 12. When I was with him, I have heard him swear to Tubal and Chus, his countrymen, rather than Antonio's flesh. He will take the Antonio's flesh rather than 20 times of the value of the sum he did owe him. So here he is considering his father. Instead of saying that I have heard my father swear, he is speaking that heard him swear. That means father is third person singular number here. The way she is speaking, that is very, very pathetic. It is very painful to see a daughter behave so bad. So here a comparison can easily be made between Jessica and Portia. Sweet Bassanio, my ships have all miscarried. This is the letter of Antonio. My creditors grew cruel. My estate is very low. My bond to the Jew is forfeit, and since in paying it, it is impossible I should live. All debts are cleared between you and I, if I might but see you at the death. Notwithstanding, use your pleasure. If you love, do not persuade you to come, let not my letter. At the end, it is very beautiful. When Bassanio came to Belmont, that time Antonio mentioned and that don't return until the very ripe of your time. That means enjoy till the last moment, win the hands of Portia and return. And then also here also he's saying that if this later does not raise your emotional and sentimental issues, then you should not come. You should not come to Venice only because that Bassanio has sent a letter. So Antonio's love for Bassanio is true, very unconditional, and we have to appreciate the standard of friendship they have, especially Antonio has. Now the next one, it looks very small, so it is better to watch in full screen. Watch in full screen, better to see in computer and in full screen. You may see so may the outward shows the list themselves. So that is the speech soliloquy of Bassanio. You can find that one in book. So read this one in your book. And what it signifies that we are often cheated by the appearance. First he took the example of law, said that the lawyer does what? The lawyer uses best quality of argument to save the criminals. Further, the religion. Often the religion, even the religious book, supports the criminal and the evil, hides the bad events and acts with the help of the texture. Third one, it came about strength. Many a people, they keep beard, just like Hercules and Mars, in order to show that they are very strong, but actually they are chicken-hearted people. Then it came to beauty, that many a ladies, they try to make themselves more beautiful, and in doing so, what they do, they apply the cosmetics. So beauty is not purchased. Beauty is purchased. It is not God gifted here. Many ladies, they use wig in order to make themselves more beautiful, in order to attract the hearts of the man. So here Bassanio is talking all about the differences, distinction between appearance and reality. That is very vital here. And further, Bassanio made the beautiful statement that we should not judge the ferocity and intensity, depth of the sea by seeing the beautiful shore. And last, he took the example of Midas, that Midas lost everything since he had excessive love for gold, and gold only has outward beauty. Finally, he had chosen the leaden casket. Next one, Bassanio's sweet Portia. Here are the few of the unpleasant words that ever blotted paper. Here, Bassanio is talking about the letter that he has received from Antonio via Salerio. And while mentioning that one, he mentioned further events. He mentioned that when he came to Belmont, he was financed and sponsored by Antonio. He is rich. By birth, he is really rich. But presently, he is not at all rich. So, he did not say Portia exactly what condition he did have. He told Portia that he is poor. But he did not mention that he is extremely poor. Actually, he has lost everything in order to show something more than that he actually has, as it is mentioned in Act 1, Scene 1, when Bassanio mentioned that one to Antonio, in order to show something more swelling port. So, he boasted little bit. He said that he had nothing, but actually he lost everything. It is not that he is poor. By birth he was rich and he lost everything. He boasted negatively. Further, he mentioned that it is he who engaged his dear friend to a mere enemy. Who is the mere enemy? Mere enemy is Shylock. And who is the dear friend? Antonio. And he was very shocked to know that all his venture failed. Bassanio was so confident at the initial part in Act 1, Scene 3, saying that within 2 months, that is 1 month before the bond expires, he will get 9 times more than the money he has taken. That means 27,000 ducats. So it is hard for Bassanio to accept the fact that Bassanio lost everything. So it is very important. Many metaphors are used here. Go through this part properly. Note it down. Thank you very much.